If you're headed to a fancy restaurant in Miami, you can rent a Huracán for the night. But if you're going to a Taco Bell in a suburb, you gotta go on an M4. So which one would you pick for your Friday night date? According to a 2024 iCars report, BMW's M Series remains one of the most searched for performance lines in the US. But here's the kicker: Lamborghini's Huracán, despite being priced nearly 3 times higher, still dominates exotic car rentals and social media impressions across cities like Miami. LA, the Huracán has a minimalistic cockpit with fighter jet-like switches. It's all about the drama here. There's no big infotainment screen dominating the dash. Those sharp angles, low-slung silhouette, and scissored doors just scream, "Look at me." The M4 is more of the brooding type, a dark horse that doesn't seek attention, but has it thrust upon it. The Huracán LP610 starts at around $140,000. You want the ultimate head-turner with jaw-dropping performance? Go with the Huracán. If you want a car that can do it all without sacrificing too much in the way of practicality, get the M4. Whatever you choose, you're in for an unforgettable ride. See you next time. Add in maintenance and insurance and you're looking at a pretty penny. The M4 Competition xDrive, on the other hand, starts at around $86,000. It's a lot less money for 80% of the thrill. And don't forget, it gets better gas mileage, too. Love it or hate it, the wide stance and aggressive front grilleys definitely make a statement. So while the Huracán takes the crown for head-turning prowess, the M4 has its own unique charm that might just grow on you. You've got 3 gauge clusters in front of you and a center toggle switch for various functions. It's cool, but let's be real, it's not the most practical setup. The M4, on the other hand, comes with BMW's latest xDrive 8.0 system and a curved display that spans the dashboard. It also comes with heated and ventilated seats and Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration. So it's got the tech and creature comforts that make it a more livable daily driver. And it's not like the M4 lacks sportiness either. The interior is a mix of luxury and athleticism, which is what you'd expect from a performance-oriented BMW and Vegas. But what happens when we strip away the hype and compare them head-to-head? Meaning there's no turbochargers or electric motors involved, just pure internal combustion engineering. As the engine revs to its 8,500 RPM redline, it produces a sound that's equal parts operatic and mechanical, goosebumps guaranteed. The M4, on the other hand, has a turbocharged inline-6 engine that sounds deep and aggressive, but some argue a bit artificial with piped-in sounds adding to the soundtrack. Still, it's a fantastic engine note that fits the car's persona perfectly. The all-wheel drive Italian exotic vs the rear-wheel drive Bavarian muscle machine. The Lamborghini Huracán LP610 for vs the BMW G82 M4. Let's put them to the test. Alright, let's talk about this matchup because these two aren't direct competitors on paper, but in the world of enthusiast hearts, they're duking it out for your weekend fun. First up, performance. The Huracán LP610 brings a naturally aspirated 5.2-liter V10, making 600 horsepower and for 1.3 pound-feet of torque. Okay, so the Huracán has the edge in acceleration, but what about the driving experience? Well, let's just say the Huracán is like that friend who's really good looking and super fun at parties. You want to be seen with them, right? The mid-engine layout gives you immediate feedback and the steering is so sharp it feels like you're carving butter. Plus, the low-slung silhouette and razor-sharp angles make it feel like a scalpel in corners. Now the M4 is more like the reliable best friend. You know, the one who's always there for you, always ready for a good time, but also knows when to keep it chill. It's not as surgically precise as the Huracán, but it's more neutral and predictable, especially with the xDrive. This makes it a better choice for track days and daily drives. And let's not forget, it's available as a manual transmission, which is always a plus for the driving enthusiast. Okay, now let's talk interiors. When it comes to styling, the Huracán is the flashy, attention-seeking friend who always makes a grand entrance. No discussion about these cars is complete without addressing the soundtrack, the Huracan's 5.2-liter V10 is naturally aspirated. Now let's talk price. So the question we've been waiting to answer, thrill or practicality? Exotic or efficient?